and balancing everything out. There we go. Beautiful view of the shape right there. Curving right around. On Julianne, our second model, I chose to go a different route. First of all, we used the weightless shampoo because, as you can see, Julie's hair is very, very fine textured hair. But I chose to use the Color Protect conditioner because, as you can see, she does have color in her hair, but she had one other challenge that we had to meet. The over-processing of her hair or the bleaching of her hair put the hair in a shape where I needed to reconstruct it. SOMA has a product called Reconstruct that I left on her hair for 5 to 10 minutes under a dryer just to give it that extra punch and make it really workable for me. On Julianne, the styling product that I chose to use on her because of the fine texture in her hair, I wanted to give her a lot of body, as you can see in the finished product. So we used a SOMA product called Hot Body. It's a very light holding gel, very lightweight as well, that gives that hair the optimum volume that you're looking for in that fine textured hair. And of course, we used a leave-in conditioner prior to that. During the cutting process on Julianne's hair, I'm also, as I did with Sarah, using the thermal protection spray on dry hair before I use the flat irons. It just gives me that little added protection that I need, especially on that fragile hair. On finishing Julie's hair, as you can see, we wanted to get a lot of pieciness to it. So what we did is we took the Paste It again, which again is one of my favorite products to work with, and I just took it and rubbed it in my hand and just went right in there and started piecing out her hair, coming around, pulling pieces here and there, just tweaking it out to where I really, really wanted it. Of course, to give it that really super shine, I finished the whole thing off with the Prism spray. On Julianne, what we were trying to achieve, or what we did try to achieve, is a more do-it-yourself 60s kind of street rocker look. Her hair, we put it in great condition by using the Reconstruct by SOMA, as well as some interesting color placement that you'll see in the haircut as it goes along. In working with Julie's hair, I used the exact same technique that we used on Sarah, but I used different angles and different approaches. The thing about our cutting technique is that it's 1% technique, 99% visual. So what you see is what you get. That's why we cut the hair dry. So as you can see in Julianne's hair, I took a bit of freedom and started doing a lot of disconnection, a bit of choppiness here and there, and I certainly hope you like the results. Okay, on Julianne's hair, as you can see, we were met with a couple of different circumstances. The condition of her hair, which is why we used the Reconstruct on her under her dryer for about 10 minutes. Once we brought her back to the station, as you can see, the technique is the same. You have to remember, this is 99% visual, 1% technique. So I use a similar technique on each and every haircut or shape that we create, whether it be extremely short or very, very, very long. The difference with Julie is I wanted to create a shorter, very 60s rock and roll type of feel, which you will see at the end. So in tapering her hair, if you've noticed, I'm going up beyond the 90 degree or beyond straight out from the head form. After straightening it out, we started out right away tapering, shorter in the center, longer going out to the sides. And we have some color through her hair at different points, which will come out more so in the haircut. But as you can see, as I'm tapering up, I'm taking it all the way up the head form, all the way up the head form, not stopping as I'm moving. Whereas in the previous haircut, I stopped halfway to create a weight line. What I'm doing on Julianne's hair is removing all of the weight to get more of a rocker feel to it. Again, coming all the way up, moving the hair as I'm cutting it so I don't get any stationary lines in the hair. The color placement on Julianne's hair was put there on purpose, and you'll see that as we go along. Again, using the thermal spray in the hair to help protect that bleached out hair. We're cutting it very short in the center, tapering it all the way up, and you can start to see how that shape is coming along. Pulling back on the sides to give me extra weight on those corners. Again, don't worry about picking up speed when you start tapering right away. Go slow and then build up speed as you practice. Okay, going in, creating the shorter center at this particular point to a longer side. Going right into the sides, pulling back on my front. That saves me some hair that I may or may not want to use. Taking up the center and just cleaning up the excess. Picking up from the bottom, tapering all the way up, pull the hair all the way up to the top. This will show you the many variations that you have with tapering. The shape that you want to create is in your own mind. If you can think it, you can do it. Pulling back again on the corners to create a longer side. Just pulling up in the center and getting rid of the excess.